Alright guys, welcome to our iOS Blue Cup number 1. We're wasting absolutely no time whatsoever moving in on our first game, so we'll have to take a look at our bracket in a little bit. The first game we will be playing, or rather playing, or watching, will be the Ross family versus Brothers on Fire. So, let's get things underway. Ross family over on the blue side, Brothers on Fire, fittingly over on the red. But whose fire shall burn most hot? We'll only be able to find out right here. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell. John Smith, you were second place, so close to first. What's my reward? What? What are you talking about, John Smith? You crazy guy. You guys should be very glad to hear that I've made Slipper a throne so that he can sit right next to me. Which means he's very happy because he's also sleeping on top of his favourite backpack. Alright, pretty even to get started with. Let's see. So it's Misty who's doing well to start off with for the Rost family. So this is actually the number 1 seed, Brothers on Fire versus Ross family, the number 16. And we pleasingly enough have 16 teams today, giving us a completely full bracket. So there you go. So on paper, we'd expect Brothers on Fire to be the team that are winning quite convincingly here. But I think Ross family, let's see, I think they might have, I don't know if they've made a new team, or I don't know, I'm not actually honestly sure why they're coming in as our number 16, because they did pretty well back in March Cup number 2 and March Cup number 1, losing out to some of the better teams, but as we can see right here, absolutely eviscerating the Brothers on Fire right now. I'm going to check into Brothers on Fire's history. This is very weird, because this is the first tournament that Brothers on Fire has played, so I don't know why they are number 1 seed, but hey, maybe the seeding has got a little bit wonky. We did have negative amounts of time between tournaments, so we'll have to just see how it goes. We'll forget about the seeding for one. Oh, John Smith, you were the second to comment on the live stream. Well, your prize is that I will put up a picture of Sleepy Slipper between games in honor of you, sir. I say Sleepy Slipper, I mean more like Annoyed Slipper. But we'll see. So things looking pretty fantastic for the Ross family, who seem honestly to be absolutely butchering the Brothers on Fire right now. We do have a couple of kills coming in on the tail end to maybe show that the Brothers on Fire might have something to say in game number 2 at least. But for now, game number 1 seems to be beyond repair. Ross family take it very swiftly before the Brothers on Fire can even get out of the gate. Soldier Girl is one doing our admin for today. So, let's see. Picture of Annoyed Slipper. Let me just change the status. Yes, how are you guys doing? I guess I think people might be a little bit wiped out. After the last tournament, which was extremely long. But hey, who knows? We'll see. There you go, John Smith. That is your prize. A picture of Slipper sleeping on top. Well, I say sleeping. Attempting to sleep on top of my rucksack while I annoy him by taking pictures. You can tell by his expression he's very pleased about this development. Alright guys, we'll go to a wee break. Oh, actually, what? Before we do that, let's have a quick go over the bracket because we didn't get a chance to earlier. Shazam! So, our first game with Brothers on Fire versus Ross Family, Vatos Locos versus In Control, Izox Esports versus Murcielago, Zeus An versus Lion Nation. I think that's Turkish teams, if memory serves as far as the flag goes. Let's have a check. Yes, Turkish, haha. Gods Inc. versus Strong Enemy, Fnatic Nation versus Dreadeye, Emperors versus the Satanic Temple, and Army versus Mivel Blue, our number 2 seed. Alright guys, so we'll head to a small break, and we'll be back with that second game between Ross Family and Brothers on Fire coming up very soon. Welcome back everyone to our opening round between Brothers on Fire and Rost Family. Rost Family made a pretty strong impression in their first outing. Brothers on Fire lived up to their name, getting lit up by Rost Family. We'll see if things will change on the streets. You can see Rost Family already stacking up here, going to get some cold beverages before they start off the game. I've not seen a team do this before, honestly. Okay. What is going on? Ross Family? Maybe waiting this one out. I have honestly never seen this happen before. So Ross Family are taking out their vengeance on the soda machine, while MIT by themselves takes on the entirety of Brothers on Fire. Confusing. But okay. Seems to be working out moderately well so far. Hasn't actually got the Ross Family a real advantage, and I think now Brothers on Fire are going to realise what the Ross Family... Well, I say realise what Ross Family is doing. Ahmed, if you have got Hax's telephone number, I wouldn't send him a text message because he doesn't work on Saturdays. So I don't think he'd necessarily really appreciate being texted to get on stream when he's not supposed to be on stream. But I'm sure Haxer appreciates you thinking of him. He'll be back tomorrow. Unfortunately, will not be, but he'll be able to take, of course, amazingly good care of you. So, after a bit of a strange start to proceedings, it's looking like we might well be seeing a little bit more of the same as the Ross Family set about their grisly work. Brothers on Fire barely getting out of the gates here as Ross Family absolutely slam through kill after kill. Oh boy. This is pretty brutal. Let's see if we can find any of the members. There we go. Okay, so Ribbon Gaming Nab RPG. Yes, that's why I use it myself. Alright, so Daiki is the only one who's really picking up anything remotely approaching a positive KDA at the moment. John Smith, I'm not gonna wake up, Hacksaw. Because firstly, I'm not even sure he'd be asleep at this time. But secondly, this isn't even... He's not even supposed to be here today. Of course, I have made a throne for Slipper, so he can be at arm height. So I can successfully multitask while commentating and also stroking our little furry chap, pal, friendo of the stream. My co-commentator, who's currently licking his fur, so that's what he's got to contribute to on this particular subject. Ross family, doing much the same as I did before, which is absolutely destroying the opposition. Ross family will be going up against the winner of the Vatos Locos and In Control game, the other round of 16 just below them on the bracket. I think this is going to be one of our very first done games though, given how swiftly Ross family have dispatched the Brothers on Fire. Certainly not anticipating seeing a game through here as Misty locks down a couple more kills. Brothers on Fire are getting the occasional shot through, and there's 3 in a row. But I think the momentum of Ross family is so ludicrously far beyond controllable. So hey, Squad Bros, good players pro. Hey, well, it's a little hard to tell because Ross family was so dominant. I guess we'll see how Ross family does for the rest of the tournament, because that was absolutely horrific. But we'll see. Ross family might well be doing the same thing to a lot of other teams, so I don't know if it necessarily reflects badly on Brothers on Fire at all. But we'll see how it works out. Alright, so that will be our game for the moment. We'll be headed to a break and we will start our first giveaway shortly. So please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, all y'all. We're gonna have a little custom game while we've got the chance. Hero Gaming, welcome back, along with your many doggo friends. Please come and join ESL 123 or the invite in the global chat will get you in and live on the stream. Seize this opportunity for fame, for glory, for eternity. Or just come and have a laugh on the streets, I don't know. Free for all! Yeah! Lizzie JC92, thanks for joining yourself here. Of course, for any of you guys who are paying attention before, realising that I now have Slipper sitting on a throne beside me. I can now give him belly rubs at any point, which is obviously a vastly superior arrangement than before. Ex-girlfriend of mine introduced Slipper to the idea of belly rubs, and he has not let go of that idea since then. It has changed his life. I would say probably for the better. Though he's definitely higher maintenance ever since then. Alright, we'll see if we can get 6 in to get started, and then I guess we'll see how things develop. Hero Gaming, will you come and join us on the battlefield? Do you have the capability? Do you have the guts? Will you come and seize this chance for glory? Or will you fall aside as so many have done before? Alright, I think that should be enough to get started with. I'll throw out one more invite, and then I'll get us going. Shazam! Because we will, of course, have our next tournament game shortly, so we shall not waste a single moment. Yes, Armour, thank you for sending me those pictures of tournament titles. I'm not entirely clear on what it is you'd like me to do with them, because they're not dramatically different than what I've got on the stream already, unless I'm missing something, and it's a lot easier for me to use text than it is an image file, just because it's easy to change them. If you've got... I mean, the font doesn't look bad. I wouldn't mind giving a different font a try. What font is it you used, Armin? Alright, anywho, ESL 123, so we're having a bit of trouble with passkeys before, but they should work now at least. So, iOS action. Let's see how things go. Let's see. RTMIT, very familiar name. Gonna have to watch out for that little bit of mantling though, because while you are... Mantling is the action of kind of jumping across a piece of terrain. While MIT has been doing fantastically so far, while you are mantling, you are completely defenseless. But MIT making good use of the terrain there to break line of sight for just long enough to draw a bead, showing it therefore the importance of keeping your horizontal movement going while you are sniping. Especially if you're in a counter-sniper battle. Jeez, MIT. Taking everybody to task. Unstoppable at the moment. Master, with only half as many kills. But Prookie does manage to cut down the top scorer and the rest. So let's take a look and see how they're doing. Those were their only 2 kills, but hey, in a free-for-all, a lot of it is just being in the right place at the right time. Prookie takes out El Salvador before being tagged themselves by Taco Hype. That's a kind of a strange combination of ideas, but hey. I do enjoy free-for-alls. It's a very different kind of strategy. Because of everybody being worth the same amount of points, it means that it's a very different environment to what you'd normally be working under. Like a Hype doing a nice job there of dropping down the grenade to cover their retreat. Also in a nice place to catch another person off guard, and while we've been watching Taco hype, they have grown themselves into a second place position. So one of the things which I don't think really gets talked about too often is that on freefall it doesn't super matter how many times you die as long as you are getting a lot of kills before you do so. So yeah, if you're going 2 for 1 each time, that's pretty alright. Alright, let's check back in with MIT, who's still at the top of the hype train. Taco hype, though, is almost catching up. It must be Tuesday, because it's Taco Day, as they are very close to catching up on MIT, which is impressive given they started off the game, I think 2-4? Or something not particularly good. But hey, have managed to adapt and overcome. Taco cuts down our new friendo soldier, not even able to get a name at before being horribly murdered. Taco, showing no fear in the face of the master, is now joint first place, doing very, very well on the recon. RSR, Enrique the player, nice to see you. So Taco's in the lead, 30 kills will be the final destination for this game. And Taco's doing a pretty good job of getting up pretty close to making it. Will he be able to adapt and overcome? Certainly the recon tier 5, not so strong at long range, and I think having to close across that much open ground did cost Taco that time. Is able to start picking up a couple more kills because MIT is close on their tail. Doesn't quite manage to get that last one before MIT steals it for themselves. MIT does get taken out by Prookie though, which is going to give an opportunity for Taco to get back into this, able to take shelter, recover some of those delicious hit points. I think we'll be up at pretty much full health, but taken out by grenade just before they manage to enter into that central building. It's going to come down to the wire here, who gets access to the most juicy targets. Taco gets one, but gets taken out straight away. Is now going to be in hot pursuit of another victim, and will not find one in time. Wow, that was a really nice free-for-all. RT, MIT takes it just at the very last moment. Alright, so Twitch giveaway is still in progress. Hashtag RO16 if you'd like to join in on that one. But for now, we will head to a break and we'll catch you on the flippity flop. Welcome back, guys. The Lion Nation from Turkey, fresh off beating out their country folk, Zeus AN. Now going up against iZox Esports. iZox, I guess, yeah? From Iraq. We shall see which shall progress. Lion Nation number 4 seed, iZox number 5. Should be an extremely even match between these two. Let's see, who is DMS? There we go. So you get for having a long tag, guys, is your name doesn't fit on the bit at the bottom of the screen. So, well, I kind of feel like my point has been somewhat dampened by DMS getting immediately murdered the second we managed to find out where they are, but has been doing pretty well in the opening salvo. iZox, the Iraqi team, doing pretty well so far, 1 minute down. And Lion Nation have been forced to abdicate the rooftops entirely. We have still got some grenades coming their way from Lion Nation, I think, trying to go for a few wall bangs, but I think it's quite hard to land a grenade accurately enough to actually kill someone when you're firing it up at a weird angle like that. iZox are running out of targets, however. They may be forced to go into the bowels of the rooftops. But with a 7-kill advantage, it doesn't feel like they're under a lot of pressure to take any kind of unnecessary risks. Certainly being up on the rooftop is a pretty strong recipe for success. Let's jump across and see Ferrari 3-1 so far. Doing a pretty nice job of being able to stay alive while picking up. This could change things dramatically though as they go up to the rooftop and take out 2 members of iZox immediately. Wow, Lion Nation making a bit of a comeback tour here as they try and take with Ferrari the rooftop. I think are just about to manage it. Wow, that was really nice play from Lion Nation. The Turkish team showing no fear whatsoever. And when you've got a firing line like iZox had, especially a firing line that hasn't had to do anything for a while, then suddenly you get yourself in a bit of an awkward position. As soon as someone starts running up the side of the fire line, everyone starts freaking out. And things can go badly very quickly. Hello, young slipper. Woken up for a moment, I think probably demanding a belly rub. Ah yes, Slipper in a perfect position to not only gaze adoringly at me, but also glare at me if I don't give him a belly rub. Enough about belly rubs, I'm starting to feel kind of weird saying that over and over again. It's just what my life is now, guys. I'm just a cat. A cat slave. Drax managed to get a nice flank over, but Ferrari, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Ferrari, probably the best performing member of Lion Nation, dropping out a disconnect, gonna leave them unable to intervene. iZox have already managed to make up a lot of the ground they lost after that heroic play. Looks like Drax is gonna try and make up for Ferrari not being hit by going in and actually paying off hugely. iZox have most of their lead eradicated in just a few short moments. Drax has stepped into the breach left by their departed comrade. Hopefully who will come back once again, but even if they don't, Lion Nation have managed to bring themselves back up, pull themselves up by their bootstraps, you might say. Definitely the tier 3 pistol. Still very, very effective, and there we go, Ferrari back in at things again. I think it's all a bit of an emotional roller coaster, this game. Lion Nation are back behind again, and Drax, not really part of the discussion right now, is about to run into multiple iZox members, which may not be the best of ideas. See some wall bangs going through there, but not working out super well. iZox still in the lead. Lion Nation, the Turkish team, managing to mostly keep pace. We'll see how well Ferrari does. Actually only taking a death early on. We'll see. I'm not a huge fan of Lion Nation's kind of like lurking around the outsides of that central room on the rooftop. It doesn't seem like it's being terrifically rewarding as of yet. But hey, we'll see. Ferrari's going to go for the hero play, and it does not pay off at all. iOS have built themselves a little bit of a porcupine in the corner here, and as Lion Nation move in, with only 2 potential avenues of attack, they are struggling. Lion Nation falling further behind. iOS now 8 ahead. Make that 7 thanks to Drax. I think DMS with the rest of the team doesn't even turn when one of the Lion Nation members goes past them, relying entirely on their teammates to finish off the job. Drax is going to be up in the close quarters once again, looking for further kills. Drax and Ferrari getting kills to try and bring Lion Nation up to that as yet unreached 40 kill mark. iOS very close to closing out this first semi-final game. Only 5 more kills remain. Ferrari and Drax going to be able to push through and flush out that line of defense for iOS, driven away from the bottom of the rooftops. But where else can they make their stand? It looks like from the bottom to the top now, as iOS look to try and build themselves an impenetrable fortress. Lion Nation a little bit troubled by connection issues. It's looking like I think iOS' defensive line up at the top of the roof is going to be a little too tricky to get through. Newton gets that last kill. 1 more kill for iOS, and they will have won that first semi-final game. This seems like an almost impossible situation for Lion Nation, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. Oh, actually no, the time ran out. I didn't even notice. Oh boy. Well, there we go. iOS take game 1. The Twitch giveaway is still ongoing until all the quarterfinals are filled, and then that will be all over. So please do get your entries in on Twitch while you can. And we'll be back soon with Game 2 of Lion Nation and iOS Esports. Alright guys, we are just waiting on our next tournament match, which should hopefully not be too far away. But while we wait, please do come and join ESL 123. We've already got a lot of faces, a lot of potential bodies in the chat already. Why not come and be one of them? Join me for eternity. John Smith, your hopes will be realized. Come, dance with us. Alright, I'll get one or two more in and then we'll get started, because I know that we'll probably have another tournament game pretty soon. So I will not tempt fate overly much. I'll throw out one more invite on global chat and then we'll get going. John Smith, why are you always amazed that it's a custom match? Wait. Alright, let's get going. We've got 3 on each side, it's fine. Of course, guys, you can come and join in using the passkey once it's already started, or you can use the invite in the global chat. Yes, anyone can join in, but only you guys have access to the passkey, which will let you get in once the game has actually started. So, Sarai, thank you for dropping by, and Ali Gaming. I hope you'll come and join in the on-screen game. Let's go, boy! Alright, team battle time. You belong in a museum! Dare MC versus Blob. You can still come and join in once the game started. Got lots of spaces, so don't worry about it. ESL 1, 2, 3. Sarai, you're a PC player. Gasp! Well, maybe you too one day can have an iOS device. Dare MC vs Blob. We've just had the Android tournament, which just finished about, I'd say about an hour and a bit ago? A couple of hours ago. So we won't have another one of those for about a couple of weeks. It will be PC next week, but at some point, hopefully sometime relatively soon, we'll have a server merge between iOS and Android. So we'll start having a lot more Android tournaments, and we'll have a lot more PC tournaments on stream as well. So basically everyone's a winner. Okay, we've got another passkey now, so excuse me, well, I'll let you guys go on to that. And we'll be back with our next game for iZox in just a moment. Welcome back, all y'all. Second game of our semi-finals. Let's get going. So, Lion, the Lion-Hearted, was ultimately not enough to take out iZox. The Iraqi team were able to outmaneuver Lion Nation take advantage of a certain parts of the map that were favourable to them, and then move on before the Lion Nation were able to respond. We shall see how things develop in the much more open construction sites. Less confined areas, more running battles may play in the favour of the brave souls of the Lion Nation. Still, it ended out pretty definitively in iZoke's favour, but I'm not sure necessarily because they were playing individually that much better, but it felt like the overall iZoke strategy was superior. We'll see how well that holds out. So let's jump around a bit and see who we've got. So Ferrari, the first one who is able to push the Lions back from a early deficit. Doing alright so far this game. Had a bit of a connection issue last time around. It's Newton. Ooh, other grenade. 2-0 so far though for iZokes, keeping their score up and alive. Able to provide some good firing support from this raise there at the back, and takes out Sprite. Very well placed sniper shots there. Lack able to operate extremely well. I think iZokes having control of this back area is going to make a bit of a killing field if Lion Nation do try to come across, especially having multiple members up on this bit here. Able to see down across most of the map. With iZokes in the lead, they have very little reason to go after Lion Nation, and so can make the Lions bleed for every single inch gained. They have got one of their members out in the field though. Let's see if we can find them. Yes, Mezzo, who's providing the forward recon for the iZokes sniper line. Able to spot them coming, and also, I think, disrupt the Lions' attempt at offense. John Smith, you were trolling? Well, that's never happened before. Taco Gaming, you want a free-for-all? I think we can probably accommodate you next time we've got time for a custom game. So, yes. As much as iZokes were able to win out against Lion Nation due to superior tactics last time round, I'm really liking the play from iZokes so far. I mean, we just heard the airstrikes coming in, and we're starting to see the adaptive play of iZokes coming in as they've abandoned their upper position, now splitting themselves across two parts of the map, which I'm not 100% convinced on, but I guess I'm probably wrong, as Mezzo and the rest of the iZokes team mix up their strategies, show their strategic flexibility, and manage to find success not only operating from the dedicated sniper's nest with that forward recon, but also getting right up in the face of Lion Nation, who are now behind by a ludicrous amount. Oh boy. 3 minutes left on the clock. 14 kills ahead for iZokes. It's actually very rare to be able to kind of just to see a team strategy quite as clearly as this. The Lions are starting to mount a little bit of a comeback though, as Ferrari, their #1 sniper, takes possession of the bottom part of the map. We'll be receiving a little bit of a visit from Newton though, who is going to get the flank across and take Ferrari even out of the picture for the time being. Now it's iZokes back in control of the sniper platform. Once they start getting some respawns back in there, Lion Nation's troubles are only just beginning. Still, Sprite and Ferrari do manage to at least get a couple of kills back, but it's a long journey back up to the top. Lion Nation, of course, do need to win this game, or they are out of the tournament at the semi-final stage. Strong enemy are taking on Dread Eye at the moment. The Emperors versus Mivil Blue. and Ross Family versus Thatos Locos. So our first giveaway will be over at the end of this series. So if you haven't already entered on Twitch, please do so. And we'll be drawing the winner as soon as this game is done. Or as soon as this series is done, rather. If Lion Nation do pull off an amazing comeback, we'll do it after game number 3. Lion Nation are starting to actually close that gap significantly, now just down to 7. Ali doing some nice work outside, but perhaps Izoks are starting, well, I say starting to lose their death grip on this game. I don't know if that's actually true. Izoks still ahead by 9. 1 minute left to play. Let's see what Lion Nation have got for us. It's do or die time for them. And up until this point, it's been more dying than it has been doing. Izoks actually down to just 4 members. Let's see if we can find Mezzo. 17 and 6 so far. Will be taken out just at the last moment, but with numbers like that on your team, 17 and 6 for Mezzo, Newton 13 and 5, that's just crazy. Some incredibly strong individual performances, and Izoks book their ticket through to our semi-final. Impressive stuff. Just let me know. So Soldier Girl and Juan are our ESL admins for today. So if you catch Juan in the chat, they are learning all about the goodness of how to admin from Soldier Girl. So if you do end up dealing with Juan, please do give them a little bit of leeway as they are just starting out. But let's see about our Twitch giveaway. So I do believe that we've only had Hero Gaming enter on Twitch, so Hero Gaming will be the winner. Congratulations, Hero Gaming MC5. Twitch giveaway winner. Ah, Taka Gaming, that's a very kind thing for you to say. I hope that you continue to enjoy the stream. But yes, Hero Gaming, you will be our winner for the day over on Twitch. And we just get all kinds of setup on here. Yes, support tech. I also very much enjoy Hacksaw stuff as well. I honestly think it's completely permissible to enjoy more than one person's stuff. Sarai, you want to join as a game ref? Oh, well, if you go to the ESO website, you can apply to be an admin over there. I think there are some, well, as I said, there are some new admins in circulation at the moment, but I think it's very rare that more admins are not required. So, absolutely, if that's something that you'd like to do, then send in an application. So, once more, congratulations to Hero Gaming MC5. We will be starting up our next giveaway soon, but for now, we'll head to a break, and we'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's see about getting ourselves some good overtime. Team battle, custom games, while we wait for our next tournament game to be underway. I'm kind of surprised after this. I feel like this sort of goes without saying, but maybe it doesn't. But yes, it's completely fine to have issue with anything to do with the tournament, but there will be zero tolerance towards being abusive towards admins. So I'll leave it to you guys to kind of figure out what the line is there between saying that you disagree with how things are being done and you know, kind of just being a jerk about it. But yeah, I know that doesn't apply to like nearly everybody watching, so I'm sorry to have to bring it up in front of everybody. But yeah, I know that kind of what drives it is that people obviously wants to have the best tournaments that's possible, and that is understandable, but there are ways of going around that which do not include being jerks towards people who are just trying to help you. Alright, we can get started fairly soon, because again, we'll be expecting to get our next pass key pretty shortly. Alright, 404, that seems pretty good. So you can join in with ESL123 once we've got started. Slipper is still with me, all curly up on me bag on a chair, because a chair or a bag by itself is not enough for him. Little furry jerk. But he seems quite comfortable. I don't know why he likes sitting in a rucksack, of all things. But it seems to be what he likes. And hey, who am I to argue with a cat? You'd have to be crazy to argue with a cat, right? Meow meow meow, Mr. Cat. Oh, Enrique the player. The challenge is kill 7 players or more. Oh, Master is John Smith? Ah, okay. Rocking the tier 1. Oh boy. I gotta appreciate anyone who uses the tier 2 primary weapon and the tier 1 pistol. Good stuff. Does take out magical banana, so hey. Vinay, Minasu, you can certainly be blocked if you'd like to be. I don't know why you would want to be though. Five Nights at Freddy's player 87. I'm glad that you are amused by my weird relationship with my cat. If you'd like to see pictures of my cat, then you can follow me on Instagram, CounterfeitCast. That's where I've got lots of pictures of not only Slipper, but his brother Simba as well. I'm going to post up some more pictures there. These guys are adorable. Ragdoll cats. They are very cute. Alright, we spent a bit of time with Master. Let's see. Oh, Taco Hype. I seem to remember him from, or them rather, I don't know what gender they are, from before. I think they were playing in the competitive games, weren't they? Vinay, you are... I think you're getting timed out by Nightbot for spamming emotes. Not for anything you're actually saying. So, just tone down the emotes, I guess, and Nightbot will leave you alone. Nightbot does tell you why it's why buying you. Five Nights at Freddy player, of course you can join. ESL123 is the pass key you need to get in. Lots of room in the game. We will we'll take a little break after this, but if we've got time, we'll run another game. We'll certainly be running more games during the course of the evening. So, FNAF player, it just takes such a long time to say Five Nights at Freddy's, which I think is why people tend to abbreviate it. But yes, player. I'm just going to do player because it takes too long to say the other part. There should be plenty more custom games, so don't worry about it. We'd only not have another custom game once this one's done because we've got a tournament game. So, yeah, we'll keep it going until we can go no more. Hello, you. I was talking to my cat while I'm tickling him. Ooh. Magical Banana gets his revenge on the master. Done it. I'm trying to get better at not like constantly assuming everybody's gender, because it just seems kind of dumb. Because I know that I get annoyed for friends of mine who play who get consistently assumed that they are the other gender than they are. I know it must be quite annoying. Stephanie Berger looking for that helicopter, but while they are looking up in the sky, there's business to attend to on the ground floor. Mixer Clan, nice, with the appropriately coloured gun as well. Ooh, actually bounty hunter, nice. Don't see too many of them. We've been going at this since 5 o'clock this afternoon, which will be 8.5 hours? Did have a half-hour break in the middle, but oh boy. Yes, 5 Nights at Freddy players, hopefully you will make some friendos in the chat. There's loads of really nice people in there. So if you're looking for people to play with, then this is a very good place to pick those people up. And form some squads, and maybe eventually an ESL team. Who knows? Who knows indeed. Drop back in with Master. I think struggling a little bit in the later game. I think the tier 2 weapon, perhaps not as super broken overpowered as they could have made me hopeful. Hello, Slipper. Alright guys, so we'll go to a wee break to make sure that my voice doesn't fall out of my throat. But we will be back with more Modern Combat 5, 7 minutes from right now. And the YouTube giveaway is still ongoing, so we'll be ending that relatively soon. Hashtag semi, only need to enter in once. You'll be recorded by our crazy evil robots. And we'll be back soon. welcome back, gentle friends. iOS Esports versus Rost Family. A return of some familiar faces. Of course, we'll remember MIT, able to dominate in the early going. This will be our first semi-final of the day, still best of 3, but one of the Ross family, or iOS, will be going through to our grand finals today. Twisty YouTube, the ducks are in the house. You are correct, Twisty. No, nothing gets past you when it comes to our feathered friends. Five Nights at Freddy's? Yes, I am. We are spectating a new tournament match between iOS and Ross family. Raccoon, were you just the person who just messaged me? Didn't seem to have the same name. I do bear in mind, guys, there isn't a huge amount to be gained by messaging me about anything to do with administrative stuff. I know that Hacksaw does help out with that, but unfortunately my knowledge isn't really good enough to be able to do so. But if you do get in touch with the admins with any evidence you have of any wrongdoing, then that will help them out with their investigations. Javon, welcome back to the stream. Lovely to see you again. Hope you're well. Let's see, so Ross family came in as our number 16C, but evidently are based off their first game performance, which was pretty ludicrous. We certainly have high hopes for their chances here. iOS beat our Lion Nation before, using some very, very effective strategy. We'll see though if that strategy pays off this time round. Five Nights at Freddy's player 87. I don't work at Gameloft, I'm not a developer, I'm merely a streamer who does these tournaments for them. I don't really have that much I don't really kind of, have any great insight into the game development at all. Because I don't really need to, honestly, for this kind of thing. But once the community manager gets back from holiday, which she's on at the moment, there are going to be more community streams, which will be the community managers coming on stream and just answering some of you guys' questions. Oh, some squad drama going on in the chat. Excellent. Delicious drama is just what we needed. Alright, Ross family looking pretty good. Powan, I guess, would be how you say the name. Picked up a nice couple of kills, and MIT of course. Expecting big things from them, but it's actually going to be Lime who's got the best individual performance so far, though Newton doing some very good work from over there on the iOS side of things. Magical Flaming Banana, you've been requested to join and been denied before. Oh, the humanity. Let's see if we can... there you go, Newton, that's what I was looking for. Currently the strongest individual performer for the iOS side. We pick up a whole bunch of kills in a hurry, actually. Flaming Banana's pretty good. Oh, that's nice to hear. I kind of feel like anybody with a name as cool as a Flaming Banana has to be pretty good. I don't know. It's not kind of a A equals B kind of situation, but I kind of feel like there's at least some sort of correlation between people with cool names and people who do well. I don't know. It's definitely not a causation, but I feel like there's some kind of connection there. So Newton doing a nice job there of trying to avoid the immediate flurry of shots from the Ross family. But I'm starting to think this first semi-final game is beyond repair. Only 2 more shots, only 2 more kills for the Ross family necessary to close out this game before the timer runs out. And there we have it. The Ross family take game 1 of a potential 3. Gonna let our good old admins know what's going down. Our YouTube giveaway, we will end after this series is done, so please do get your entries in while you can, and we'll be back with our next game coming up soon. Ross Family versus Izox Esports. Round 2. Fight! Let's get it on. So, Ross Family take early possession of the sarcophagus room. Now moving into some corridor fighting. Always a classic. Snipers, of course, perched up on the steps, looking to see if they can pick off a stray limb or two. Izox come out the better of that particular exchange. We'll see how well the Izox strategizing pays off in game 2. Oh, Magical Flaming Banana, you're free to play. Oh, good for you. It takes a lot of determination to stick purely to free to play. So 8-8 so far, so even. Newton back at it again with the luck. Long range sniper fire. So far, so dead even between the two. Izox do creep ever so slightly ahead as the close range fighting turns extremely bloody extremely quickly. Down by the museum entrance, Poe does manage to pick up a kill onto Mezzo, but Izox actually win out pretty substantially in that last exchange. Let's jump around. Ali doing some real nice work. Isn't quite able to disengage off that last one, but still, that's a decent scoreline. And those 2 kills, not bad done at all either. Lee taking the fight to the stairs. However, Ross Family climb themselves back into the game on those same stairs. MST, a bit unfortunate with their timing there, turn away just as they're about to run into multiple enemies. Can't quite take that fight, and I don't know if Mezzo was able to steal through another kill there. Let's see. Who's the one getting all the stuff? It's actually Ellie. 12 and 8 so far. A lot of deaths, but a lot of kills. Well, nice grenade placement there. As Ross Family actually pick up most of Izox with their own grenades and seize the lead for themselves. Of course, we've got that whole grenade economy going on, but unless we're playing Assault, we're only going to have that one grenade to work with. So a flexibility of approach will be required. Let's see who's. So it's going to be MIT who's doing the best so far. Over on the side of Ross Family, but it's still dead even. 3 minutes left to go. Pilot drops out for the Izox part of things. Airstrike coming in. Will it land? Not. Oof. Not in a significant fashion, but I think MIT almost thought for a second it landed on them. So MIT kind of maybe might want to reconsider this particular avenue of approach. He's about to walk into a large chunk of Izox players. ...2 minutes left to play. Izox we managed to pick up one more kill. 2 minutes to get 2 kills, 1 apiece remaining. MIT walks up close and falls down to Ali, the main scorer for Isoaks. So that does mean we'll be seeing a game 3 and rush between these two. Alright guys, so we're heading to break. So our YouTube giveaway will begin, or rather end. Haha, entirely the wrong way around. Our YouTube giveaway will end once this series is done, which will be at the end of the next game. Please do stay tuned, we'll be back soon with more Modern Combat 5, and also the sound of Slipper getting petted, which doesn't really make very much noise at all, but if he decides to bite me, you'll sure know about it. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Bienvenido todos. Welcome back everyone. Game 3 between iZox Esports and the Rost family. Competing for that grand final spot. There's only one available, but these two teams will have to claw and bite at one another in order to claim that spot for themselves. I believe Strong Enemy versus Middle Blue is the other semi-final going on currently, so we shall await on the results of that. We may be able to catch one of their later games if they go to 3 games, much as this one has here. Early signs seems like Rosfan will take the advantage, going for a clean 5-0, meaning that all their players hold on to their power-ups for round number 2. And none of the iZox do themselves. Ross family from Japan beat out Vatos Locos and Brothers on Fire to make it to this point. For iZox, it's been Lion Nation and their country folk Zeus An from Turkey. Oh, sorry, I completely misspoke. Murcielago from Japan. I was confusing Lion Nation with iZox. Yeah, sorry. So to restate that, iZox Esports, to get to this point, beat out Lion Nation from Turkey and Murcielago from Japan themselves. We shall see. If Ross family win out here, then we will have our classic nations in the final. Japan, well, potentially an all-Japanese final or a Japanese-American final. But we know there are a lot of teams from a lot of other places. But right now, it's looking like Ross family have gotten all the advantages they could possibly hope for. 2 rounds, and Taker, let's see, 6-0 so far. That is just craziness. Ross family moving very swiftly onto that first relay point. I don't think they quite spotted Mezzo sneaking through and getting right in the center of them. Ali did very, very well in those previous games. Struggling a little bit more. Does almost manage to tag a Ross family member. This is iZone again, the do or die moment. But it's not looking good. Reduced down to a single member, but then so is Takaru. But it will not be today for iZox. That's a very swift 3-0. And, well, I guess that's going to be the end of that particular journey. Ross family will be heading to our grand finals. We will be, well, we'll see about the other semi. Ross family win 2-1. Just letting Juan know. And we will be back shortly, though let's draw our giveaway winner on YouTube. So Emerald Gaming, if you are still around, we'll give you to the end of the break to come back to us with your dog tag and a platform. But for now, we'll head to a break. Bienvenido a todos. Welcome back, everyone. Free for all on the canals. What's that guy thinking? He's crazy. He's out of control. He's got a cute kitty. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see, Emeralds, did you post your... Oh, there we go. There you go. Great, Emeralds, just got your details. I was going to ask if you had posted them. So we'll be moving on to Mob Crush for our third giveaway of the day. Let me just get the details up on screen in a second. Well, we won't have them up on screen, but I'll have them between. So that'll be hashtag semi on Mob Crush. But yeah, don't worry about remembering that. That will be in the chat and it will be on screen in between games. Alright, we'll see if we can fill this one up because we've got a little bit of time while the other semi-final plays out. I think the games are in progress. We'll be heading to our grand finals soon. So please do get your entries in on Mob Crush quickly because we'll only keep that going for a couple of games before we move on back onto YouTube for our final giveaway of the day. Alright, let's see if we can fill this one up. Canals is good for a lot of people, so let's see how many we can get. Yep. ESL123, or find the invite in the global chat. Let's get it on! Surprised we get so many people who go into the spectate. Alright, I think... Alright, that's probably enough to get started with. Gotta tempt fate a little bit too much, perhaps, by allowing that to go on much, much further, though. You can, of course, come and join in whenever you like. So don't worry about it. John is master. Yes, I'm aware. But will they be the master of darkness? Canals is an alien environment for these players, as unnatural as the dark side of the moon. Alright guys, if you'd like to come and join in, get in as quick as you can, because on a free-for-all, the sooner you are here, the sooner you can win. If you take too long, then you'll only really be able to play spoiler to those ahead of you. Ooh. Well, not starting off so well. Let's go across to our immediate score leader, who is Deimos. Cool, I don't think I've seen someone with a white brownstone before. That looks pretty badass. I just don't think I've seen white weapons generally. Oh, it's the Japanese camo. Neat. Well, we got to see Master very briefly on stream there as they got their head filled full of bullets. Ruh-roh. I'm honestly impressed that Slipper hasn't kicked off yet, but I think he's so happy in his cat throne. Let's see, so you guys want to see Anti-Saint? Let's see, I assume you... Ah, there you go, Anti-Red Saint. Not doing so well so far. The Master of RSR, interesting. Well, let's see, Anti-Red Saint. Hopefully they'll have a bit more luck as it goes along. Oh, that was a bit of a missed opportunity there. There we go, their first kill. Let's give them some YouTube material to work with. Ah, there we go. Master again, appearing only as a victim on the stream. We will spend a little bit of time with old Johnny Boy. Oh boy, everyone wants me to spectate Master. Well, sheesh. What am I if not vulnerable to public opinion? Oh boy, yeah. It's not been a good game for Master so far. Trying to use the support, and it has not worked out super well so far. I'm assuming that Master is trolling, and it's yeah, going about as well as expected. Ah, Hero Gaming Simon, thank you for your entry over on the Mob Crush page. As I said, we will be probably just going... We'll draw the Mob Crush winner at the end of the first finals game. So do get your entries in while you can, because you will not have long to do it. Alright. I think Master standing in like stock still while firing probably isn't helping. Yes, I think trolling is probably the order of the day. It's not, honestly, I know you guys wanted to see Master, but they're not really doing very much at all apart from getting horribly murdered. Let's see, YOLO doing very well with the BSW, managing to occupy those high places. MC5 Cops Gamer 21, of course you can join. ESL 123 is the pass key if you want to join. We've still got 3 places in the game. We're about halfway through this free-for-all, so that's going to make it hard to win, but there's no reason why you can't join in. Hero Gaming, so good to see you're in a good mood. YOLO doing some pretty nice stuff. Any of the other guys you guys want to see? Dear Decoy. Doing pretty well so far. Oh boy. Again, killing Master. I think that unfortunately it's not really been Master's game, but their choice of loadout I don't think is doing them any favours either. So Decoy's doing pretty well. I don't know if they just joined late, or if it's a case of... Oh boy, wow, Decoy's doing some really nice work. I think they must have joined late, considering how many people they are killing in short order. The fact they are not up at the top of the score table is saying something. So from what you guys were telling me before, the reason people look at the ground is because I think you reduce your headshot ability while you're reloading. Oh, Hero Gaming Simon. I do enjoy your smiling emoticons. Ah, I see. Yes, you've split your attention, MT5 Cops gamer. Between that and C-Ops, it is tough to be... Well, I mean, this is quite a lot of crossover as far as the skill sets go, but yes, about the nuances of play, I think it's quite tough to be good at multiple FPS titles at the same time. I don't know how different the controls are for C-Ops, but I know it's more based on Counter-Strike, which is a fairly different sort of style of game, really. Almost to the point of being the ooh, voice. Let me just try to press the power button on my computer. That wouldn't have been so good. I don't think he knows what the power button does, but maybe he understands that it's got a light, and so he should whack it. Twisty YouTube, oh boy, you're competing with Hero Gaming to be the most in a good mood. Well, I can certainly live with that. Let me tell you, let me tell you. Alright, 1 minute remaining. YOLO, I think, is pretty close to finishing this one off. 27 kills, so we'll ride them all the way to the end. We shall be the passenger. We can see Master floating around. Master very recognisable by that support weapon they're using. Master did actually take out Magical Banana there, so cool credit to them. Deodecoid getting that last kill, and also taking out YOLO. Deodecoid's doing a really good job. Has almost caught up on YOLO, which is a pretty impressive thing, and Master took out a member. Let's drop back in and see if we can give them a few moments. There we go. Well, we gave him about half a moment. Enrique, your crash at Critical Ops. I think I've seen a little bit of the game. Oops. But yes, it does feel like it's quite a different game. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Mob Crush details are up on the screen. But for now, we'll be heading to break, and we'll be back 7 minutes from right now. Welcome back now, yo. Alright, so it's an all-Japanese final between Ross family and Mivel Blue. Mivel Blue we've yet to see on the stream, but they beat out strong enemy, the Emperors and Army, to get to this point. Best of 5 grand finals now underway. Vantage will be our first stopping point. Let's see, what have you guys been saying? Who counterfeit? I don't know who that guy is. Sounds like a creep. Mevius. Creeping up in close quarters, 4-0 so far, manages to disengage somehow while in the middle of the Ross family. Does eventually fall to Takeru. But the damage may have been done. Mivel starting out extremely strong in the early going. But I guess it's still anybody's game, as the Ross family have managed to get themselves a little bit back into things by picking off a whole bunch of untraded kills. A lot more than you might have expected, and have actually equalised that early Mivel advantage. Going to take out the recon aircraft as well, just for good measure. We'll see if there's any fighting around the Tendo truck. I don't think so. But Peon? Yes, I guess Peon. Poen? Oh, I don't even know how to say that name. And the rest of the Ross family getting things under control after a bit of a rough start. Slipper is currently looking at himself and going... So, just keeping you guys updated as to everything that's going on. Ross family actually picking up a pretty good head of steam. Misty's doing a great job so far, yet to take a single death. I think we might be looking at kill number 4. Oof. Wisely stepping out of the way. But while Mivel do manage to get back a bunch of kills on the tail end of that exchange, looks like Ross family are building themselves up a big ol' head of steam. Tagging out there for MIT. Looking like Mivel are actually in quite a lot of trouble. The 10 kill advantage, Lime tags themselves with a grenade. That's a little disappointing. And we can see how fragile those turrets can be. I think much better used in a position where they can't be directly fired upon, at least not easily, because they are extremely fragile. Perhaps a reminder of the fragility of the human soul. Or maybe not. It's always up to interpretation. Dear Decoy, nice to see you in the chat. Let's quickly chuck everything in Google Translate and see what everyone's saying in Japanese. John Smith, you want to do a tier 1 support only custom match? I also wanted to get out of ESL.
俺も ESL 出たかった。
俺も ESL 出たかった。Japanese, it's fun to say. Tier 2 support custom match. Oh boy. I don't know if we're going to get people to join that, because that's a very specific thing to do. Alright. Ross family, I think have done enough here as we close in past the 3-minute mark. Takeru just able to take their time beating up on local firefighters. Only 5 kills away. Minasan, konnichiwa. Did I get that right?
皆さん、こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. Alright, that's game 1 to Ross family pretty thoroughly. So, with that in mind, let's sort out our Mob Crush giveaway. What we got? What we got? What we got? All right. Our Mob Crush winner is Gruff Lunatic. Gruff Lunatic, if you are still around, if you can post your dog tag and platform. We'll be heading to break and we'll be back soon. Our grand finals continues. Mover Blue versus the Ross family. Daijoubu desu ka? How's everyone doing? Trying to learn some Japanese for Decoy in the chat. So I think I've kind of got it down like Minasan konnichiwa. Daijoubu desu ka? It's a moving decoy.
動くデコイだを。
Ugoku decoy da.
動くデコイだを。
Decoy da. Hey Greedy TM, thanks for dropping by the stream. We are in our grand finals right now. Ross family managed to do very, very well on that first map. However, it's a new game, it's a new story to be written by these two hands. Yes, Magical Flaming Banana. It has been a long day of MC5. We had a 6.5 hour tournament before, and we kind of run it straight into the next one, so I think people may have gotten a little bit burned out. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll still be a fun tournament.
ロスト今日のメンバー強いからな。
強いからな。Oh boy, I gotta learn myself some Japanese, it's pretty fun. Well, I don't, Decoy, I'm not sure, you might be just hearing Google Translate, reading it out. But yes, let's see. I don't know what time it is in Japan. My friend who is currently teaching in Japan sent me a picture of it showing it being kind of middle of the day. It's currently nearly 3 o'clock in the morning here, so it's a little strange to think that, but that's cool. Slipper, I think, has fallen asleep. And it's 15 apiece between Middle Blue and the Rost family. All Japanese grand finals underway. Ross family being taken to task a little bit more by Middle Blue in this second game. Poon taken out in that last exchange. Let's see, so it's Manj and Kato who are doing the best on the respective teams. Very, very close performance. Let's see. I need to learn. I can't remember what the last thing I said was. Oh boy, some Japanese phrases really get out of control.
それは夜の真夜中です。
真夜中です。真夜中です。それは夜の真夜中です。I don't know. Oop. Let's fix the camera. There we go. Alright, let's pop across to the other side of the field and see how the other half lives. Nevius gonna get mixed up in close quarters, doing some nice run and gun work there, with a bit of backup from the rest of the team. Middle Blue are kind of clumping up, which is pretty good when it comes to individual members of Ross family coming to deal with them, but you'd have to imagine that that's not going to be the case a lot of the time. Misty and Takaru both getting kills through there. Let's see, how do we say the game is over in Japanese?
ゲームは終わりだ。
ゲームは終わりだ。ゲームは終わりだ. Well, perhaps it is. Perhaps the game is over. Ross family only 3 kills away from making this a 2-0. No signs, so far at least, of any of the comeback from last stream. We shall see. Alright, so we will be starting up our last giveaway of the day. So let me just get that set up now. Okay. Which will be hashtag finals on the YouTube page. Let me just get the details across on the screen now. I'll update all this stuff as well. Whoop. All fixed. Excellent. Alright guys, we'll take a short break and we'll be back for potentially the last game of our grand final. So get your entries in quick on YouTube because you may not have another chance. Alright, for now, we'll see you in a little bit. Kyokegawa Madotte Yokoso. Welcome back from the break, everyone. Rost family versus Mivil Blue Grand Finals. Let's see how it goes. Decoy, you have to let me know how well I managed to copy Google Translate in saying that particular phrase. But it was fun. It wasn't too bad. Sometimes I kind of feel like there's certain sentences that are just too complicated for me to keep in my head at once. Probably need to figure out how to break those up, but it's tricky with Google Translate because it doesn't really get the nuance very well. Alright, lime? It's lime time! Well, perhaps not quite now. What's the koi saying in Japanese? Everyone got a real name and grass. I feel like something's gotten lost in translation there. MIT? Oh, interesting. Yes, this wasn't the case before. I think. It looks like there's a lot more Japanese characters in their names. It's a rather odd thing for let's see. But yeah, Decoy, I don't know. Is that a roughly appropriate translation for that phrase? Kyokegawa Madotte Yokoso? He says, as if a question. But yes, Google Translate is wonderful. I don't know how much my friend who's in Japan is making use of it, but I think it probably lets you get kind of, you know, at least get started. Man, I want to go to Japan so bad. But I also want to know Japanese before I go. I don't think you could really enjoy Japan if you did another language. Or at least I don't think I'd be able to enjoy Japan the way I want it to. Really need to make some Japanese friends. I think that's probably the best way. I might go visit my friend who's teaching there. I think it does seem like it would be an amazing time, but also very, very expensive. I don't know if I'll have... He's over there for a year. I don't know if I'll have enough money in that year to afford to go over, but I would like to. Anyway, we get a taste of Japan live on stream as the two Japanese teams claw and bite at one another to take the crown and the €100 prize. Oh boy, I'm trying to look for a phrase to say in Japanese. The finals are over, but it's all quite complicated. Ooh, that's a bit shorter. The game is over.
ゲームは終わりだ。
Oh, I think we did this before. Game wa owarida. Yes, definitely did that phrase before. But this Game wa owarida, I don't think it's actually accurate here. Mivil Blue are behind by a little bit. Poe taking the time to shoot a corpse a little bit more. Mivil Blue are behind, but we've seen a bit more, honestly, more impressive comebacks than this before. So I'm prepared to accept a reality in which Mivil Blue turns this grand finals around in Game 3. Enrique the player, someone is camping with Vice. Angro face. Ooh, missed with a nice series of kills there. Let's see if we can find them. There we go, 6 and 6 so far. It's going to run into perhaps a little bit more trouble than they were anticipating. But still, actually Mivil with Mevius on their side does manage to come back into things a bit. Let's see, so Calonne, I think is the key. The best word, I think it was Tech. If you'd like the link to the support page, they should be able to help you out if there's anything that can be done about any lag issues you're having with the game. So support.gameloft.com is the place to go. Ross family only 2 kills away from sealing this grand final 3-0 in there. Wow, that went past pretty fast. That will be it. So, with that, congratulations to the Ross family for a very well played grand final. Commiserations to Middle Blue. For a well fought finals, but unfortunately not fought well enough this time round. Alright, so let's see about our Mob Crush winner, our new YouTube winner. Who's going to be? Oh, Dear Takoi. Well, there you go. Congratulations. Emerald Gaming, yes, streamers are paid to stream for Gameloft. Takoi, you're not good at English. I'm not good at... let's see. Oh boy. 私は日本語が
私は日本語が上手ではない。
上手で。私は日本語がwell, that's a word I don't really know.
私は日本語が上手ではない。
上手ではない。私は日本語が上手ではない。That's a fun phrase to say. Alright, Takoi. Let's see if we can make it a bit easier for you. So hopefully, I don't think dog tag would translate super well. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't understand what a dog tag is. Dog tag.
Dog tag.
Dog tag. But yes, dear Decoy, once I get your details, which hopefully makes sense what we're looking for, then we'll be done for this evening. Haxel will be back in about 12-13 hours time with the other iOS tournament, so hopefully you'll be as welcoming to him as you have been to me. Thank you guys for being a wonderful audience. As soon as we hear back from Decoy, then we'll be done for the evening. Konnichiwa. Soldier Girl, I've added a few things on to oh, interesting.
ようこそ皆さん。
ようこそ皆さん. That means welcome everyone, apparently. Let's just translate it back and forth to check. Yes. I haven't heard that one before.
ようこそ皆さん。
ようこそ皆さん. Magical Flaming Banana, thank you for dropping by the stream with your exceptional name. You've been a delight. So please come back as often as you like. Let's see. It's like, I know that especially with Japanese, like the nuance of what's being said. Like, please come back. I think would sound very different in English if it was written down and you didn't understand the... Let's see, maybe come back any time. No, that doesn't translate well at all. We'll see you tomorrow.
明日お会いしましょう。
明日お会いしますと。しましょう? Oh boy. There's a bunch of words in there which I don't really know. Alright, Decoy, I'm looking at... Hopefully you're still here. Well, I know you just posted, so... what was the phrase I was... Red Saint Gaming, I'm afraid none of us here are developers, so I can't really tell you the idea behind the commander, but I'm assuming it was to try and mix things up a bit. Let's see. Did Decoy post? I didn't see a dog tag from them. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Emerald Gaming, that the saying there's a long dog tag. I don't see one anywhere. I don't want to have to redraw, but I haven't had anything from Decoy for a while. Hopefully they're getting their dog tag, and they're not didn't just get confused and end up leaving. Yes, Slime MC5, I think it's a fair thing to say that Ross family is in fact OP. Old Slipper has stayed with me throughout the whole stream. I'm honestly impressed myself. Killed that vice camper and then teabagged him. Well, Enrique the player. Well, I never. Well, it's a fair question, Red Saint Gaming. If you come back on one of the days where where on the Modern Combat 5 versus the community game days, then we'll at least have a community manager who may not know all of the answers, but at least might have some idea. Reaper Gamer 27, I haven't heard anything about armor cores being removed, I'm afraid. Decoy has not come back and it has been a while. I think we might need to redraw, I'm afraid. Oh wait, there we see. Oh, I see the messages. I don't know why it didn't come up in the chat. Right, I see. Decoy, I think, has got 2 different dog tags, so I guess either of them would do. I see what you mean now, Emerald. I think it's just, it looks like it's just 2 separate dog tags. So I guess I'll just put or between them. Watashi wa Nihongo ga... Oh, what was that one? I think that might be something I said before. I'm not good at Japanese. Yes, watashi wa Nihongo gaiji. Oh man.
私は日本語が上手ではない。
上手ではない. Oh man. That's a tough word to say. Ni hao. Alright guys, that'll be it for us this evening. Thank you guys for dropping by. Hope you'll come back and join Haxel for tomorrow. We'll be doing family stuff for Easter myself, but hope you will all have a lovely Easter, and if you've got time to drop by, that would be mighty nice. If not, enjoy cracking open and devouring all those eggs. You're fine people. But for now, It's gonna be... Wait,
おやすみ
Oyasumi. From England. Oh wait, I can maybe put that in Japanese. Good night from England.
イギリスからのおやすみ
Igisu kara no oyasumi. Oyasumi. Who knows? Alright, Emerald Gaming and everyone else, have a lovely Easter, and we'll hopefully see you guys back here soon.